I had an interesting experience this morning. And there are many metaphors in life that you can use for interesting experiences. It's kind of like some of you have been probably getting quite excited about this experience or getting ready for this experience. Some of you might be quite nervous. Some of you make travel commitments, come from a long way. Some of you probably had to change a lot of things before you come here. So some of you might have been a bit of a rush for you to get here, but we've been here 5 days now, having done a modelling course. So this morning I woke up 4 o'clock. Happens, isn't it? You wake up at 4 o'clock. And the minute I woke up, the thing that came into my head was trainers training and practitioner starts today. And a bit like a kid, at that point, a bit like a kid at Christmas, at that point I knew I wasn't going back to sleep. It's kind of like trainers training, practitioner starts today. My brain kicked in, and I just knew I wasn't going back to sleep. And of course, because I knew I wasn't going back to sleep, I wasn't. So I wasted a bit of time lying in bed, shutting my eyes. It's like, thinking, now I must have gone by now. 10 minutes has gone by. Oh, well, when you start thinking, well, if I fall in 10 minutes' time, at least I'm going to have another hour and a half sleep before the alarm goes off. And you start planning your sleep. I mean, that's a crazy thing to do, because the minute you start planning your sleep, it never works. It's a paradox. So ultimately I said, okay, I know I'm not going to go back to sleep. I know what I'm like. I'm actually very fortunate in the sense I can survive and cope and live very well without sleeping too much. I got up, and it's still a bit dark outside, sat on the balcony, and thought about life, as is good to do, especially when you've got the ocean right in front of you. Just thought about life. 6 o'clock, I thought, I'm going to go for a run along that seafront. So, again, just down the seafront, if you go out of the hotel, you can see the sea. The thing that's in front of it is the front. But there along there is a nice path that you can run along. It's gorgeous in the morning. It's beautiful. And that seafront is so different at different times of the day. So at night time, which I walked along it the other night, it's full of nightclubs. Yeah? And the daytime, it's full of little cafes. In the morning, it's full of early birds. People running, walking their dogs, doing their own thing. There's a lot of people out running, and the first thing I noticed is that some people overtook me, and some people didn't. I made a deliberate effort to say hello to everybody. I was in that sort of mood, and it really took them out of their running trance. Everyone along. I go, morning! A few people nearly fell over. One dog, this woman was running a dog, I said, morning, and the dog kept looking behind. So everybody's running at their own pace. And I thought, this is so cool, because no one's racing. Everyone's just gauging their own self. And I thought, it's really big. So I slowed down, I took a walk. I thought, I'm not racing them. Because I can be very competitive. Like, I'm the guy in the gym who sees what the next person's doing and push my one up a bit. So I thought, no, I'm slowing down. And I walked. When I slowed down and walked, it's a completely different experience. I could hear the sea. I could hear the birds. I could see the runners in the distance. And I look out on the ocean, and I see one boat, fishing boat. And I start thinking, what was going on in those people's lives this morning when they woke up and took their fishing boat out? Big ocean, one boat. And I just kind of looked at it, going up and down in the waves, and I got in a rhythm with it. And then I heard a sound. And it's a completely different sound than any other natural sounds around me. And there was a guy up there on the street who was in a great mood, playing his mouth organ. 6 o'clock in the morning. And I thought, is he just happy? Is he busking because there wasn't that many people walking past and joggers don't normally have change, or is he just happy? But he was very good at playing the mouth organ. And I listened to this tune coming across the sound waves. This different sound. And I began to think, I wonder what was going on for him this morning when he woke up. And then a guy ran past me, and I started to run. And he seemed to be running at a good pace, so I just thought, I'm going to pace this guy. So I looked at him as I was running, and I got my body in rhythm, my arms in rhythm, kept the speed, which is a nice moderate speed. And soon, everything went out of my thoughts. To see, the mouth organ, everything went as I became or created a rhythm with this jogger. Now, he was in front of me, so he didn't really know what I was doing. And interesting enough, a few things come out in the non-verbal communication between him and I. So when I started to move, he began to come into my rhythm slightly. But then I stopped. I thought, it's time to stop now. And I was way down the other end. I'd passed this hotel, gone way down the other end, in this know-nothing state. And I thought to myself, okay, I've paced that now. A completely different physical experience comes from that. My running experience when I did that was something different. So then I thought, now I'm going to have another sensory experience. Rather than walk back along the beach, I walked back along the street. And there was traffic and street cleaners, people beginning to go to work. And again, morning, I kept up the ritual. When people walked past me, I said, morning, and stunned them. Well, not all of them actually, because stunned the ones who were in their own little worlds. And it's funny how little metaphors, such as a beach, a seafront, a town, or everywhere, you see beautiful natural examples of what we're going to be learning here over the next 19 days. And I urge you to find those natural examples outside of this course and enjoy them. I urge you to get out of your head. When I mean get out of your head, I mean get out of your thinking head and enjoy altered states. And really, as I was in that moment, just as I was coming out, something happened for me. Because I've been working on this course preparation for a number of months. In a heartbeat, everything I've been working on in the last 3 months come together. Everything.